Come on, Colin. We'll leave that one for him to find later. AMRAP or?
No, one more.
Alright. I'll watch it. And then I gotta go number 2.
What's happening, guys? So this session is from Friday. It was my AMRAP day, and I tried to do all 3 in one day, and in hindsight, that was a bad idea, especially being at the end of my block now where I'm really tired and beat up. It just didn't go very well, and I'm really fatigued and really tired from all the excess volume, and we're actually going to bump it down a little bit and probably do about a little bit of a pseudo taper, talking to my coach, and just kind of move into a next block and probably not do an actual taper and test, which I'm kind of bumming about because I wanted to test, but I totally get it at the same time. So what you're seeing here is squats 450 pounds. I was doing a 5x2 plus the AMRAP, and they weren't quite moving the way I'd like. They look okay on tape, but they just didn't move as fast as I thought they should, at least not in my head, and they just didn't feel as strong as they have the last few weeks. So not terribly surprised, but you'll see here on my AMRAP, I was trying to concentrate a little bit more on making sure I was getting deep enough to make it unquestionably below depth, and I did okay for the first couple, and they got a little bit higher after that, but just with that and being tired and everything else, it didn't go nearly as well as it has been going lately. And you'll see in this first rep, the bar actually rolls forward a little bit on me and rolls up my back, and that's the first time that's ever happened. And I talked to my coach about it, and he said, you know, one of the things I gotta concentrate on is making sure I'm really pulling that bar into my back and keeping my elbows tighter, and that should help with that. And that is the one thing that I seem to really struggle with squats, technique-wise, is just keeping that bar tight into my back and really squeezing it and pressing it into my body. So that's going to be the one thing that I'll be working on moving forward with my squats. But even with all that, 450 pounds for 4 reps is not anything to kind of sneeze at. I'm not pissed about it by any means. You know, I feel like I can do better on a normal day, and especially if I don't have that glitch, but that's okay. It's still miles ahead of where I was in the past. So from there, moved on to bench, and I had a 5x2 plus an AMRAP with 280 pounds again this week, same as last week, and this week went much better. I'm showing my full setup on these because I'm really trying to work on getting my setup, my routine down a little bit better, so I can kind of get on my traps and stay tight and get that arch a little more accentuated, and you'll see it's much improved from where it was, and it's helping me keep a little bit tighter. And it's not perfect, but it's definitely getting better. One thing I'm noticing here that Lane talked about, I had him take a look at it, and he just said I'm kind of letting the bars sink in too much a couple of times, but they're not bad. I'm not complaining about it at all. The movement is feeling stronger, is feeling better. You know, I was a little bit bummed that I haven't seen much progression in my bench lately, but I also have to keep in mind I've also lost about 15 pounds since I hit that 315 mark. That's probably about where I'm at right now, so got to keep that in the back of my mind too. I was still about 11 pounds away from making that 183 class that I'm trying to get to, but Lane makes fun of me, but it's coming along okay, and I'm not too pissed about it. So deadlift is where the problem is. It's where the problem always is. You'll see here I was supposed to do 460 pounds for 5 sets of 2 plus an AMRAP, and you'll see the very first rep went up, and it was pretty tough already, and then I wasn't even able to get the second one off the floor at all. And as you can see, as you watch me here, I'm just a little bit psyched out and just not feeling good about it. So that's it's just one of those things. It's just whenever I get tired, it always manifests in my deadlift. But I got some more help from my coach Jacob, and I think I'm gonna be able to kind of turn the corner here and make some improvements with my technique and keep my knees out a little bit better. And we'll just have to see. But we're gonna bump down the volume for sure. And as I work on it, hopefully things will improve. So since I wasn't able to do the 460, I talked to Lane, and he recommended I bumped it down 10%. So that's what I did. Went to 415 pounds and pretty much just matched the volume that I should have done if it had been 460 pounds. So I did a couple extra reps in there to match that volume, but a little annoying, a little frustrating, but at the same time, it is what it is. I'm not pissed about it by any means, and it's just one of those learning experiences, and I'll continue to learn and grow. Hopefully things will pick up this week and I'll be able to perform a little bit better, but we'll just have to see how things go and just keep on that grind. But thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video.